Hey guys, what is up and welcome to this experiment. In the wake of Diego Costa's bombshell comments where he specifically intimated that Antonio Conte does not want him on the team, and he was given this through text message, I thought it's time to do the experiment. How could Chelsea do without Diego Costa? And jointly, how could Atletico Madrid do with Diego Costa? So I thought this would be a good one, given it's a multi-pronged experiment, and I'm very curious as a Chelsea fan myself to see how Chelsea could do without him. So in this experiment, I am going to be also bringing in Romelu Lukaku, as there's basically been mooted that a deal is done for alongside Lukaku to Chelsea in terms of the contract, and an £80 million bid is being mooted. So I'm thinking if Diego Costa goes, Lukaku is the obvious replacement. So therefore, let's test how the teams can do. Atletico Madrid with Diego Costa, Chelsea without Diego Costa, but with Romelu Lukaku. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this experiment. So obviously, I'm gonna be checking up on the different squads. So in terms of the league, so obviously you'll be able to get a little bit more in-depth Chelsea stats, but at the same time I am going to be checking the other ones. And also, given Chelsea made it into the Champions League and Arsenal didn't, well, I am going to be swapping Arsenal for Chelsea. So there we go, and now I will see you guys back at me choosing the team. See you then. Alright, so this is the team I'm going to be running with. So it's a 3-4-3, Thibaut Courtois on the back, Gary Cahill, David Luiz, and Nemanja Matic. So you may be wondering, what in the world is he doing? Why Matic in the center back position? Well, that's because I want to get Fabregas in the midfield. And so the four mid, Azpilicueta, N'Golo Kante, Cesc Fabregas, and Willian. So Azpilicueta is in the left big wing back position because I've seen him play that position in one or two games in real life. And also, as I mentioned before, I want to get Fabregas and Matic out there. So yeah, and then Willian is going to replace Moses simply because the game has not recognized how good of a player he is. If he was like an 82, I would, but he's a little bit too low rated. So then front three, Eden Hazard, Romelu Lukaku, and Pedro. And yeah, that is the team. So key substitutes, I'd say Musonda, Solanke, who's still here, and Michy Batshuayi. So I want to also ask you guys, are you guys interested in me starting a Football Manager series? So obviously I haven't really gotten to Football Manager until late, but there's still a good portion of time left. So I'd be very curious to get your thoughts. So what I was thinking to do was a Chelsea Youth Stars career mode. So what I'd be doing with this is, I believe anybody over the age of 25 or 26, I would be forced to sell. And I would have to rely on the best youth players, someone like Charlie Musonda, and someone like Dominic Solanke, if he hasn't left. And the only caveat would be that I could potentially sign players who came from Chelsea Youth Academy or played at Chelsea for a time. So let me know what you think of that. So that'd be great for you to let me know, because I looked at the game and I'd really like to start something on it. Just any other series ideas, let me know. So you guys may be wondering why I'm getting David De Gea. Well, to be honest with you, they sold Thibaut Courtois. So yeah, Thibaut Courtois was sold. So Asmir Begovic was in goal, and I'm not having that. So as De Gea comes into the lineup, obviously let's take a quick look at his stats. 88 diving, 85 handling, 87 kicking, 88 position, and 90 reflexes. A fantastic goalkeeper and one that has the quality to properly replace Thibaut Courtois. So now we're going to go and take a look at the squad, see how they've been doing so far. So obviously De Gea is not really applicable. Cesar Azpilicueta, 29 games, 14 clean sheets. David Luiz, very well playing, 25 games, 13 clean sheets. Unfortunately, he has a 2-month injury. Cahill, 23 games, 15 clean sheets, exceptionally well done. Willian, 12 goals, 2 assists from the right wing-back position in a 3-4-3. That's incredible from Willian. So, Cesc Fabregas only got into 6 games. Golo Kante, 26 games played, 10 clean sheets. Marcos Alonso, goal and assist. Pedro, 4 goals, 8 assists. Romelu Lukaku, 8 goals and 1 assist. That's kind of inflated by the EFL Cup, man. Eden Hazard, though, 12 goals, 5 assists. Michy Batshuayi, nothing. Kurt Zouma, played 5 games. Matic, 2 goals, 1 assist. John Terry's got 1 assist. Moses has barely played. Asmir Begovic, 12 clean sheets in 25 games. Actually not terrible, but Jude Sterling, a couple of Chelsea youth players, some of them that I would try to use in the Football Manager crew that I was mentioning. There's a lot of good ones. Kennedy there. Nathan Ake got 12 games. Nathaniel Chaloba didn't play much. Todd Kane, I believe, came back from loan. Charlie Musonda, 2 goals. Pretty good for him. Eduardo got into 4 games. Loic Remy, 3 goals, 1 assist. Juan Cuadrado. I know he's on loan at Juventus, but I think I'm going to take him back, actually, because this is the Chelsea team, and, well, I've a choice there. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to recall him from loan. So because of the fact that he's available, I'm definitely not going to waste the chance to bring him back to the team. So he's going to replace Moses as a right wing back candidate. So very fast, very good player. It's really a shame he never really got a chance at Chelsea, because I would have loved to see him there. And now it's time to take a look to see how we did in the league. So starting off in the Premier League, we are currently at the top of the league once this thing decides to show it. We have 40 points at the moment. 41 points. Never mind. And Manchester United are 5 points off at 36, running up the top 4. Everton 3rd, Liverpool 4th. Shockingly, Arsenal in 8th. And Manchester City in 5th. Wow. Pep must be sacked by now. So, taking a look, obviously, at the FA Cup now. We are still in the early rounds there. In the EFL Cup, Chelsea are into the semifinals versus Ipswich Town. And in the Champions League, we are facing off against Bayern Munich in the first round. So that is some really bad luck there. But Chelsea are going to have to beat the best to do well. So yeah, I will see you guys in June. Before that, though, I'm going to check the other leagues, though. So with Diego Costa, Atletico Madrid are on top of the league. So they have 36 points and are flying high, 1 point ahead of Sevilla. Barcelona are shockingly in 5th with 30 points. So gonna go in and take a look at the stats for Atletico Madrid and see how Diego Costa has influenced. So in terms of top goal scorer, Antoine Griezmann, 4 goals. Fernando Torres got 1. Felipe Luis got 1. And Diego Costa has not scored in the Champions League. So I will see you guys in June. So now we are into June. And as you can see, we have won the Premier League. 7-point lead on Tottenham. And yet again, Spurs come close, but just aren't good enough. So 7-point lead, very, very solid there from Chelsea, only losing 5 games. In addition, in the FA Cup, Chelsea won 3-0 against Swansea. In the EFL Cup, Chelsea also won versus Manchester United. And even though they lost to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, Chelsea won the treble. They won the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the EFL Cup. That is right. Chelsea are treble winners. So as you can see, David De Gea is very solid. 13 clean sheets in 28 games for us. Cesar Azpilicueta, 27 clean sheets in 59 games. Incredible performance. David Luiz only played in 37 games, but got 20 clean sheets. That was given his injury. Cahill, 37 appearances, 18 clean sheets. Willian is a monster. 26 goals, 7 assists in 60 games. Cesc Fabregas got into 15 games. N'Golo Kanté, 2 goals, 5 assists in 52 games. Marcos Alonso, 6 goals, 2 assists in 47 games. Pedro was great. 46 appearances, 8 goals, 8 assists. Romelu Lukaku was okay, but he did have major injuries, in fairness to himself. But only 11 goals and 6 assists in 51 games, a little bit disappointing. You definitely hope he could do better in real life. And Hazard, brilliant, just brilliant. 9 goals, 11 assists overall. Very good in the Champions League in pretty much every single competition. RLC did okay. Batshuayi got a goal and assist. Zuma got in 28 games. Cuadrado, 10 goals, 4 assists. Was a very good decision to bring him back. Matic was solid. John Terry got into 17 games. Asmir Begovic, solid when necessary. Youth players... Andreas Christensen got into 9 games, 3 clean sheets. Ake was solid. Youth player... Charlie Masonda, 6 goals, 3 assists. Very, very good. Can't wait to see how he can do. Moses, solid. Eduardo, 4 appearances, 2 clean sheets. Remy, 3 goals, 1 assist. And a couple of the youth players... So yeah, solid growth. And someone who I'd like to see in the Chelsea team next year, Lewis Baker. What a player he is. So, yeah, that is it. That's going to be the end of the experiment. So I've already mentioned it before, but let me know what you guys think of me starting up a Football Manager series around Chelsea's best young players and making sure they are used. Either way, if you guys enjoy this sort of content or even Football Manager content, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace!